Okay. How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Apocalyptic Optimath here, also known as Seth. Um, thank you guys for all the messages, for all the comments. But like I said, I was kind of looking more for some like spiritual help. Um, None of you guys' fault. Uh, you know, um, because I need it. And apparently I'm cut off. So I don't know. I was looking more for some spiritual help. And this is what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of people on my channel. Like, you can see like there's 200 people on the channel, but it's always the same people that are leaving comments. No matter what happens, no matter what I talk about, it's always the same people that are commenting. So I don't know who these 200 other people are. I know that I've attracted at least 60 people because usually when I open up a channel and I do this, I have around like 60 people. I know there's at least 60 people listening, bro. Like, so I'm thinking that the 60 people, there's at least 60 people that are real, and the others are like bots, or something like that. So, or people that like subscribe but never watched any other of my videos and shit like that for like years or something. So, they kind of like forgot that they had a YouTube and shit, and um yeah, so thank you for all the messages, and yeah, man, if it does help if my videos do, I want to make I like making uh I want to make these videos. I like to make these videos. I want to make them. um I think people should wake up from religion. I think we've been sleeping for a long time under the banner of religion, and I think it's about that time to wake up from it and to stop following it, because it's just a system of control. It's just a system of control. There is no God. That's why I stepped in. All right, like, there is no God. That's why I stepped in. And it's like the other day I was watching a video. It was like a Christian video. I wasn't watching a Christian video. I can't watch Christian videos. Unlike Lucifer, I do have a severe allergy to Christianity. But it was like a short clip, and the guy was saying, it was a Christian that was talking to another. He was getting interviewed, and he said something along the lines of, I had a friend. It wasn't even a Christian. Well, technically, yes, it was. But anyway, so he was talking that he had a friend, and the friend, he said, "Oh, I don't." He said to the friend that I don't believe in God, and the friend told him, "You don't know enough to not believe in God." Right? So I fuck with that. Like, I'm okay with that, because I think I know enough to not believe in him. Right? There's it's not like I woke up one day and I never read the Bible, and I never studied the Bible, and I never studied anything else, and I don't know shit, and I'm like, I just don't believe in God. No. I studied, I experimented, I prayed, I went to church, I studied the Bible, I read the Bible through and through, watch documentaries, watch YouTube videos, watch this, that. So I came to the conclusion that there is no God, right? Because there isn't. And even if there is, he's not the person that you think he is. That's why I say there is no God. I'm aware that there's a power that lives above my head, not necessarily, but that lives around me, that surrounds the world, but it's not what it's nothing like what the Bible says it is. It has nothing to do with the Bible. Like, I don't believe in that. So, I feel like people should wake up, and this is the reason why I'm probably gonna keep making these videos. You know, and I really appreciate that you guys tell me that you appreciate it, because that helps me keep going. And like I said, y'all don't have to agree with everything that I say. If you think that, because everybody have different opinions. I like to bring up topics and subjects that will make people think, or make people like question things. I like doing that. Like, I like bringing up things that people sometimes don't necessarily think about, right? And I like doing that, so because that starts a conversation. And it expands, and it expands your mind. It expands your thought process, right? So I like doing that, and I enjoy doing that, and like I said before, like, don't be afraid to have a difference of opinion with me, bro. Like, of course, bring it, because there's some people, because at the end of the day, there's some people, bro, you're gonna say that, and then I'm gonna get pissed off because somebody's had another opinion, But I'm not pissed off at the person's difference of opinion. I'm pissed off of how the person brung up his difference of opinion. It's not the opinion that pisses me off. It's how the person brung it, right? So, of course, if that happens, if I say that and you see like somebody commented, but he's like talking, because at the end of the day, there's some kids out there, they just waiting for content creators like me to say those exact words so they can just go balls to the wall with insults and just disrespect and all kinds of shit. They're just waiting for that shit. They're like sprinters at the fucking get ready mark, and they're just waiting for somebody to say that so they can just like those guys. Yeah, of course I'm either not gonna answer, or I'm gonna have, like, I'm not gonna, because that's energy vampire. That's an energy vampire. You're that's another way to suck somebody's energy, to suck somebody's blood, right? Like, because you're not trying to find any solutions. You just want to waste the person's energy. You want to waste this person's time, and time is energy, right? Time, there's no such thing as time. Time is energy, right? So time is movement. Without movement there is no time. Therefore, and movement is kinetic. Movement is kinetic energy. So time is energy, and energy is money. I'm kidding, because I know it's in the back of your mind. I just felt like saying it anyway. So so those are energy vampires. So that's why I'm gonna try and answer. But if I see that you're literally trying to just suck my energy, I'm not gonna answer you anymore, because you're just out here. We're not having a debate. You're not trying to figure things out. We're not having a debate. You're not trying to figure things out. You're just trying to say disrespectful shit, because I just gave you permission to say disrespectful shit. But I didn't give you permission to say disrespectful shit. I gave you permission to have a difference of opinion. And everybody's kind of unique in their own ways. So it's normal for people to have difference of opinions, right? So, and I don't want people to think that on my channel they can't have a difference of opinion. They can't have they can't have their own way of thinking. That's not legit. Because even though it doesn't matter, even though let's say I consider myself a master or some shit like that, right? Whatever. Let's say I consider myself something like that, right? Guru, leader, whatever. Let's say I consider myself something like that, right? But no pun intended, no offense, man. That doesn't give me, like, it doesn't mean that you can have an opinion, and even though, because if you feel that way, is because you think you got the answer, right? If you feel that way, it's because you think you got the answer, or you have a piece of the answer, right? But I'm not trying, me personally, I'm talking about me right now, not the hypothetical me. I'm talking about me right now. I don't think, even though I feel like I might have a piece of the apple, I don't think that having complete and total um how do you say complete and total like overlap over the mindset of a person is I feel like that's a disservice to myself and humanity, right? Because I'm not challenging myself and the person's not challenging themselves, right? So I rather challenge myself, regardless of how I see myself, regardless of how people see me. I rather because it's not like when I say that guru leadership, that like other people might see that, right, in me. It might other people might see that potentiality of leadership in me, bro, and they might have their own opinions about how I should act with people, with them, right? It's not just me thinking stuff, right? Because yeah, of course I can think things, but other people too. So I pride myself in letting people explore. I pride myself in letting people. I want people to explore. I feel like we haven't explored a lot on this channel. I feel like we haven't explored a lot of things on this channel, and there is a lot to explore. There was a lot to explore, and I feel like we didn't really explore any. I don't feel like we explored a lot. I mean, like I feel like we explored multiverses. We explored multiverses. That was a thing. A lot of people was in it. Was in that thing. Was in that. A lot of people are interested in multiverse. A lot of people are interested in multiverse, and that's good. And that's good because multiverse shit is pretty dope, and it's very important. And it's like connected to a lot of things. Like multiverse ideology has a connection in a lot of things. Magic, spells, even spells like magic and all that shit, and spirituality and all that. It has a connection in it, bro. So I understand why people are very interested in multiversal ideologies and philosophies and stuff like, and theories and stuff like that. So and yeah, I'm gonna try and curse less because apparently, like, I didn't know that people would listen to my channel to meditate upon, which I guess so I'm gonna try and curse less. I've been saying that for a long time. I've been saying that for a long time, bro. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, bro. And it's not on purpose. It's like the other one says, it's like a second language. It's not on purpose. It's like a second language. Sometimes I talk and I don't notice that I cursed. Like I'm not even aware that I like, I have no idea, like, so it's like, anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try to pull back on that. And yes, I'm gonna get the hell out of here because I'm fighting a losing battle. I'm fighting a losing battle. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here because there's nothing I can do. Right? Like, if I fight somebody, they're gonna say something. If I don't fight somebody, they're gonna say something. If I turn right, they're gonna say something. If I turn left, they're gonna say something. If I put this pair of clothes on, they're gonna say something. If I put another pair of clothes on, they're gonna say something. Like, it doesn't matter what I do. There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna say some bullshit. I'm gonna get ambushed. They're gonna use something to ambush me with. Like, so sometimes they use girls. Sometimes I get ambushed with girls. Sometimes I walk down the street and the whole street tries to humiliate me. Like they get this girl, like they find a girl somewhere and they get her to walk past me and shit. And so I just keep walking and the girl passes by. I don't know this woman. I don't care. I'm just walking and shit. But then the whole street would act like I was supposed to talk to her, or she rejected me, and then everybody starts laughing, and everybody starts. So there's always some. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter if I mind my business or I don't mind my business. Nothing works. Like, it's just ambushes. They're always using things to ambush me with. There's always an ambush. There's always an ambush. There's always an ambush. There's always racism. You know, yeah, they use racism. There's use racism. I'm sorry, but it's true. Like they use you know, either I'm racist or this or that or that. There's always something to ambush me with, bro. Always. So I gotta get out of here. This is not a gangster shit. This is not a real life thing. I just need to get the fuck out of here, man. Like, it's just negativity. It's just pure negativity. It's negativity to just be negative. It's like people that just want to be negative to be negative. You know, there's just Illuminati trying to be, because it's all, and I'm not saying it's normal people. It's not normal people. It's the Illuminati. You know, because it's obviously the Illuminati. I mean, like, I don't think, no, because there's too much people. Like, I would understand if it was a small group, because it's not like a targeted small group of people that live a couple of doors down, a couple of, like, or that group of guys over there. No, it's random people. It's people I never see. It's people I never talk to. It's people that never talk to me. I never talk to them. You know, I don't know where they live. Sometimes they don't even live around here. Like, it's just ambushes. Like, it's literally like an ambush. Like, you don't know, you're not seeing it coming, because it's like a trap. Like, it's a trap, and it's somebody laid it there, and you had no idea. You didn't see the person lay the trap. You didn't, nothing. You know, you can't see ambushes. You know what I mean? Because you don't know that the thing is there. And ambush is like, that's the thing. It's like it's like in the cartoons, you know, there's like leaves on the hole, you know, but the whole ground is leaf. So you're not going to see the hole, right? You're not going to see the hole because all you see is leaves. And it's normal that there's leaves because everywhere there's leaves, right? So you walk over the thing and then whoop, you know, that's an ambush, bro. You got ambushed, you know? So I keep getting ambushed here, and I'm fucking tired of it, bro. Like, and you know, this is stupid. This is stupid, bro. Like something as, like, yeah, girls, bro. The girls, like, they use girls, bro, just to make me feel bad. Just to make me feel bad, bro. It's specifically just to make, because I don't give a shit. I'm just going out the store, minding my business. I don't fucking care what the fuck going on. I don't give a fuck what's going on outside my fucking window. That's everybody else's business. That's not my business. You know, like, you know what I mean? So I'm just walking down the fucking street, you know, mind my own damn business. Go get myself some cigarettes, you know, at the store and shit, and then that's pretty much it. And then, you know, they make up stories. Like, they make up stories, you know. So that means they prepared the thing before I like it was prepared, it was premeditated, bro. Like, it's traps, it's ambushes, bro. They prepare ambushes for me, man, on various different subjects, you know, to make me feel like shit. Because that's to make me feel bad, because you're sitting there, you want to humiliate me, you want to laugh, bro, but there's nothing happened. You made this up. This isn't real. It's not real, bro. You made that up, bro. Like, why are you excited? Like, I didn't even notice that there was a girl there in the first. Sometimes I don't even notice, bro. I shit you fucking not, bro. Sometimes I'm so preoccupied. You know, sometimes you're just so in your head that you just don't notice people and shit. And then, you know, but then you start notice everybody looking at you weird and shit, like, what the fuck going on? Then, you know, and then motherfucker lets it slip, lets the thing slip, and it's like, oh, but that girl over there, you know, like, what the fuck are you guys talking about, man? Like, what the shit is this, dude? Like, that's the Illuminati, bro. That's what we're dealing with, man. That's what people want. That's the people that people want to lead the country, man. Shit. Fuck. That's the people that they want fucking leading the country, nigga. The world, even. Because people are ready to give them the world. People are ready to give them the world, bro. People want to remove money. People want to remove money. That's Illuminati shit. The whole removing money, putting chips in your thumb so you can pay for stuff. That's Illuminati shit, bro. That's Illuminati shit, man. Removing money, you know, one world order. This is Illuminati. That's the kind of motherfuckers that's sitting there thinking of planning to humiliate you using the women thing or woman thing or woman, whatever, that's childish. Teenagers, bro. People want childish people to run the country. I don't understand why. I don't know why, man. It's kind of crazy. And they have this thing with old people. I don't know, man. I don't trust old people, man. I don't trust. Oh, there's something very wrong with old people. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something not right about old people, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like you can look at me however you want. You can, whatever. You can say I'm a horrible person. Fine, that's great. But I'm telling you. I'm just saying, bro. Like there's something not right about old people, bro. I can't put my finger on it. Bro. But there's something not right with this story, bro. They're just like, anyways, man. I don't hate old people. I respect old people, man. I think old people are very wise. But there's I don't know, man. There's something going on. There's like a community of old folks. You know what it is? You know what I think? I think there's old people, regular old people. But I also think there's like a community. There's a community of a specific community of old people that are managing things. They're planning things. And they're very powerful, these old people. I don't think they're weak, right? And I feel like they be doing shit and they're using people to cover their backs. Like they're using like agendas so that people don't see what they're doing or they don't catch them. It's very sus. It's very suspect, man. I'm starting to notice, man. I'm starting to connect some dots that shouldn't be connected. I don't know. I don't trust old people, man. I don't trust old people, man. I don't trust old people because it's like I feel like old people have this kind of deal with the Illuminati. And I don't know, man. I feel like old people have this kind of deal with I don't know what the basis of the deal is, but I feel like it's something along the lines like you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing, because they're old. Right? They're kind of like an easy target, because they need people to take care of them. And some, apparently old people are very neglected a lot of the time. A lot of people don't really hang around, old folks, So, and not everybody lives with their elders, their sibling elders, not everybody lives with them, So I feel like old people are seeing that coming, where they feel like if we let these young folks do what they have to do, they're gonna put us in homes, right? So it's gonna be like old people are gonna be like in old people jail, right? They're gonna be like in this old people, and I feel like old people are seeing the game. Old people are peeping game, right? They're peeping game, and it's kind of like now they have this deal with the Illuminati, where it's kind of like the Illuminati is kind of like the Illuminati's job is to make sure I don't know what what kind of services the Illuminati renders to old people, but I feel like I don't know. There's something, man. I don't know. All I know is old people don't want to be locked up in cages, which is absolutely normal. I completely understand. But at the same time, I feel like old people are going at the extreme, and they're going at the extreme, and it's kind of like shit. I can't blame old people for doing that though. I can't blame old people for doing that because they have a point. Like, look at the state of the world. How many people we can't? I'm not talking about chosen ones. I'm not talking about like 144,000 guys and chosen ones and all, and people that have good heart, basically, like people that would help out. But you're just one person at the end of the day. And old people, there's a lot of old people, so old people are not thinking about just, oh well, at least there's this one guy that lives in this one country that's gonna build one building that's gonna be safe for only a couple of us. Like, that's not legit to think like that anyways. It's not legit to think like that anyways. So that's why I'm kind of like, the old people got a point. If we let this shit, and the way people are today, I feel like they kind of have a point. They might get put in fucking, old people home, and nobody's gonna give a fuck, right? Yeah. So I don't trust old people, man. I don't trust old people, man. Like, so they have this deal with the Illuminati to keep them safe, and shit, because they're the only ones that can. It's the biggest organization out here. And all of us don't give a fuck about a lot of things. We're not trying to open up. We don't got, like, not everybody got enough money to open up a business or rent a building where you can make a older folks home and a nice sky rise. I mean, you could get loans to build that, but that's not enough too. It's not just about business. It's about ethical business too, because there's a lot of places where, yeah, the place look nice, but the nurses be the staff is like beating on the elderly people in there, bro. Like, so so it's not just pop a building up, and be done with it. There's also the caretaking and the stuff like that, and and a lot of people, they're gonna pop up a building, they're not gonna give a fuck, they're not gonna go over there and check if everything is adequate and on point. They're not gonna go over there. They're just gonna collect the money and go party and shit like that. And old people are not stupid, right? And they can smell that shit coming, and they can see that shit coming, and they smell it coming, bro. Like, maybe there's a part where they're wrong. There's a small part where and I'm talking about this because it's more important than you think. Like, I think old people are more involved in this shit than you, even if you're aware that old people are involved in this. I'm telling you that they're way more involved than you actually think. Like, they have more power in this Illuminati shit than you think. Because old people got money, too. There's that, too. Old people got money, too, So, they have more leverage. They have more power and leverage than it looks like, that you might be aware of, So, shit is fucked up, man. This whole shit is crazy, man. It's crazy, man. And the Illuminati has this vibe about them where they're always trying to help the weak, right? They're always trying, because at the end of the day, if you dig deep enough, like, if you ask the question, why is this happening to me? And you dig deep enough, you're going to have an answer. You're going to find more than one answer, but you're going to find this answer that alludes to, if we let people like you go about your merry way, then you would trample people that are weak, and I don't think that's true. So they have this aura anyway, but they have this aura where there's They can turn good idea, like it's like they do bad but for a good reason. It's like they're cruel but for a good reason. I don't agree with that statement. I don't agree with that statement. I don't think we need the Illuminati. I just think the Illuminati is like a worm, right? Like it wiggles its way into your mind. It's like a tapeworm. Like it wiggles its way in your intestines. You know what I mean? It just finds a way to crawl in there, right? But at the end of the day, the idea of helping weak people is still a good thing. I don't know what the exact percentage of people that are part of the Illuminati actually join the Illuminati to protect the weak. I assume that it's a small amount. I assume it's a small amount because I don't think I assume it's a small amount. No, it might be a bigger amount. It might be a bigger amount because they don't like money. They don't use money. They don't like money, right? They don't like capitalism. They don't like individualism. They don't like people being able to be independent. They don't want people to be independent. They want people to be subservient, right? Because they think we're animals, which we are, which we are. But at the same time, the reason why we're so animalistic is because it's the same reason, like the same people that are trying to stop our animalistic behavior is the same people that gave us the animalistic behavior. So you have to understand, it's like I said, they're like tapeworms. They're like what's it called? They're like not a poison, but not a venom, a parasite. There you go. They're like a parasite, right? So they latch on to an organism and they build their structure around that organism, and they give a little bit of advantages to the organism that they attach themselves to, but they also take from the organism. So they're like a parasite, right? And history, and they have placed themselves in history in a symbiotic way, right? Where the parasitical leech has become symbiotic to the society that we live in, right? So there's a lot of there's a lot of people that have organizations that are Illuminati that are non-lucrative organization, and they use that a lot. Especially they use non-lucrative organization to crush other businesses, right? They do that a lot. So what they do, they have the resources to make things free. We do not. It's normal for a startup company to charge a certain amount of money so they can keep the lights on, right? That's just normal shit. If you get into business, did you know that you actually have, like, let's say now when you get into business, and they ask you, there's certain areas where they ask you, what are your expenditures, right? And let's say you write all of your expenditures. I have bought a $3,000 computer. I bought a fucking, I don't know, I have a company car. The car is on the company name. It was 16,000. There's a locale. It's 5,000. And then you give that to the teacher or whatever, or the investor, or whatever. And then he's like, "Oh, okay, cool. So you don't have any internet, and there's no electricity." Yeah, that counts too. That actually counts. Like that's part of the expenditure. So that, when I saw that, the first time I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. So that means everything counts, right? So that means everything counts. So it's normal to charge, because in a real businessman's mind, not the Illuminati's mind, but a real business mind, he actually takes under consideration that you have to pay the electricity bills. I mean, you're sitting there talking about $3,000 computers and $60,000 cars and shit. Like, he's thinking about, you don't pay there's no electricity in your locale, bro, and there's no internet. You don't use internet. Those are not expensive things. Like, but that's important. But you have to count that shit in it, because that's important at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's not expensive, but it's important. How can you work in a locale with no electricity in it? Because if you don't count that shit, right? Like, let's say you're just counting exactly, specifically $330 every month for the company car, right? And you pay exactly $330 every month, right? How did you pay your electricity bill? Because your business is generating the exact amount of your company car. So your business is generating $330, and you're taking $330 to pay the company car, right? But you didn't take in what you charge people. You didn't take under consideration that you have to pay the electricity bill. So you ain't got no electricity. You got a car, but there's no electricity, so that shit matters, but you're not gonna know that shit if you're hanging around Illuminati people, because Illuminati people is gonna fill your mind with anti-capitalism. Don't give into capitalism, and you open your mind to social justice, and we don't need money, and blah blah blah. They're gonna make you think like other shit that don't make sense, right? And you're gonna think, yeah, I'm down with that, because fuck the establishment, and fuck all this. I like chaos, and society's garbage anyways. Let it all burn. So you're not gonna automatically agree with that shit. Most of the time, you're gonna automatically agree with him, right? But that's also because you didn't try opening a business. Because if you open a business, you would understand that all that shit makes no goddamn sense. When you open a business, everything matters. It's love, man. We're not really talking about money. We're talking about love, man. That's love, man. Pause. You know what I mean? That's nature. It's natural. It's natural. And it is natural, because to these people, it's natural, bro. They don't even think about it. Like, it's like, there's no, you don't pay the electricity bill. Like, if they don't see electricity or internet on your fucking thing, on your paper, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm happy that you got a company car, but you don't pay how do you pay the electricity? Like, where's the revenue to keep the lights on, right? And you don't put gas in the car, because you got to count that too. You got to put gas in the car, because you're sitting there, you're thinking about big things, and that's fine. That's because of the movies. That's okay. The movies showed you that. That's okay. It's fine. It's normal. Everybody goes through that. Everybody thinks the same thing. The first time they come in here, everybody thinks the same shit. We're all thinking, big cars and stuff, and blah 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 blah. But sooner or later you'll learn that you got to put your expenditures too, and that's what expenditures are, actually, to be quite honest. It's like what some people would consider miscellaneous, right? But it's not really miscellaneous. I mean, you could put, I guess, yeah, you could say it's miscellaneous things that you have to pay, but that's what an expenditure is. That's what the expenditure is. It's all the things that you have to pay a month to keep going. And to keep going, your rent counts. You have to take that under consideration. You have to pay the rent. You have to eat. You have to, you have to think that. You have to think about that, and you have to budget that, right? You have to think like, okay, I'm spending this much in, I think food is miscellaneous, to be quite honest. I don't think you should put food in your business plan or things like that, but it is an expenditure, and you have to put it somewhere. You have to put it in miscellaneous, right? So, because you got to think about it, you got to eat, right? So, but what you really want to put on your thing, you have to pay the rent, right? You need well, if your business is from home, you need to put that. You need to think about the food, the rent, electricity, internet, which is an absolute if you have a business, especially from home. Obviously, if you have equipment connected, you have to connect the equipment that you buy. Like, oh, but I bought this computer in Walmart the other day. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's the equipment. You're using the equipment for the business. Therefore, it's an expenditure, and you should put it on the budget. It doesn't matter where you bought it. It doesn't matter how cheap it was. It doesn't matter how expensive it was. It doesn't matter where you got it or how you got it. If it's for the business, you have to put that there. Now, after you're done doing that, now you have to think, how am I going to charge to make this money back? Can I make this money back? And in certain cases, you have to think, okay, I'm going to charge $5 for this product. How long is it going to take for me to remake all the money that I invested in the business? Because at the end of the day, you have to remake the money, which is important, and that's the basis of business. That's love too. We don't want you to spend $5,000 on a business idea and not make the $5,000 back. If you do that, if you build a business and you spend $5,000 in the business and you come to me asking me for an investment, I'm going to look at your paper and I'll be like, hey, wait a minute. All this is nice and it's very well written and it's very well calculated and everything. I like your little spreadsheets, but I have one problem with this. And this is what every businessman is going to tell you. I see that you spent $5,000 on this business. Did you make back your $5,000? And if you tell me no, I'm going to tell you, I want you to go back out there and I want you to make back the $5,000 and then come back and we can talk. Because life for us capitalists is not about losing life. Because to us capitalists, life is not about losing money. It's about making money. So if you come to me asking for an investment and shit and I see on your paper, it's not that I don't want to invest. Like I said, everything is fine, but I feel like you missed the point. I feel like you missed the point, so that's why I'm gonna tell you to go back outside, go remake the 5,000, and then come ask me for an investment. We're not encouraging people to lose money. We're not encouraging people to lose money. We're encouraging people to make more money. Anyway, so that if you listen to the Illuminati, if you listen to their Hollywood movies, and even the Illuminati that live down the street or right next door or some shit, like, they're gonna tell you a bunch of nonsense about capitalism and garbage ass whatever the fuck, right? No one fucking cares bullshit, anarchist bullshit, old helping old people, doing free businesses, all that shit is to destroy you. It sounds nice. It sounds nice. It sounds like when I say it, it does sound nice. It sounds like you're a good person. It sounds like you're a good person, helping the elderly, no more corruption because there's no more money and shit, and all that sounds fucking fantastic, right? But in actuality, it's actually harming you. It's the most harmful shit ever. They're using that shit to harm you. They're using that shit. It's like a wall, right? They're building a wall. They're trying to block. They're trying to block you from succeeding. They're using things to block people from succeeding, right? So it's not that they don't like money and they don't want, no, they just don't want you to make money. And they use the elderly because, oh, stay home, take care of the old people while we make all the cash and you don't do nothing. It's like, I'm sorry, but I'm watching. This is fucked up. I don't know if you guys been noticed. I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I watch a lot of YouTube, and a lot of us have been on YouTube for a minute now, right? A lot of us been on YouTube for a minute now, and I don't know if y'all guys see, but there's a lot of new people also, and that's okay to have new people, but it's like they're instantly successful. Like right now, there's a lot of new people on YouTube, and they're like already successful, bro. Like, and a lot of us been here for like I don't know how long, like 5 years, even a year, like a whole year, bro. 5 years. There's some people that just show, oh yeah, I have the channel for 3 months, and I'm already at 500,000 subscribers. Like, like, dude, like that's intense. You know what I mean? Like, so and it's easy to do, and I feel like people think just okay, it's the internet. That's why. It's normal. But the thing is, I feel like people don't recognize that shit happens in real life too. Like I feel like you're getting replaced. Like they're trying to block us as much as they possibly can. They can't 1,000% block us, but they're trying to block us. They're trying to use at least a good 75% power, to block us with, right? Yeah, stay at home, take care of you, take care of the elderly. Don't try to find something for yourself. The elderly is more important, and you don't need money, just take care of the elderly, we'll take care of everything else. Like, and some people agree with that, and some people see the shit and they actually agree with the shit. There's some people that are like that too. So there's a lot of different problems. This is a conundrum, if I do say so myself. Like, this is a conundrum. This is hard shit. You know what I mean? So shit is crazy, man. But personally, I don't know. My opinion is I wouldn't trust a childish person to run an entire planet. Because at the end of the day, they don't just want to run America. They want to run every country on the planet. They want to run the planet. They want to rule the planet. And they're very childish, and they're hyper concentrated on child molestation, whatever. They're hyper concentrated on sexual assault, and I don't think that's a good. I don't see how that's a good thing to give the planet to a organization that is hyper concentrated on sexual assault. That's like the one of the main thing that matters to them. Right now I'm saying that, and I can hear a voice talking right now. I can hear a voice, and the voice is kind of like, so what? Like, I can hear the voice repeating, so what, right? Like, so that's the people that we have to deal with. I've been saying a whole bunch of shit. It's like 49 minutes, and only at the 49-minute parts, when I start talking about sexual assault, I start hearing a voice. So this is what, like I said, they're hyper concentrated on Because you had no problem with me saying that you was bullshitting about money, but now you have a problem with the sexual assault. So they're, like I said, they're hyper obsessed with sexual assault. How is that good for anybody? I don't understand. I don't know. But some people like to be sexually assaulted, actually, from what I understand. But yeah, there's some people that like to be sexually assaulted. I know that sounds weird, but some people like that. Anyways, but this guy, I don't know. You can, that is one thing to like being sexually assaulted, but given the responsibility of the future of of life itself to those people, nah, that's not legit. That's not legit. People are a little bit, I don't know. People are weird, man. I think it's cowardism. I think it's straight up cowardism to relinquish that much power to irresponsible person like that, because we're talking about irresponsible on all levels. It's not just one level of irresponsibility. You're irresponsible on every possible level. The person is a child. The person that has the brain of an 8-year-old, and you're gonna give the responsibility of life to an 8-year-old. That's crazy. To a grown ass man that acts like an 8-year-old. That's craziness. People are insane nowadays, bro. Like, people are completely off of their goddamn rockers. Completely off their goddamn rockers, man. And yes, there are a lot of people that are waking up. Absolutely. Absolutely. And yes, there are a lot of people that are fighting back. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, there's still people that want this shit. And that's fucking remarkable. Because there's nothing to want. There's nothing to want, bro. If you want to sexually assault somebody, just go outside and sexually assault somebody. No, I'm sorry, that's fucked up to say. I know that's fucked up, but at the end of the day, why would you need an organization to do that? You can just do that. You don't need an organization to do that. You can just do it. You don't need nobody, actually. So that's not a thing. That's not legit. There's no reason. You have no reason to. It's stupid. It's retarded. It's retarded shit. There's nothing. There's nothing to find. There's no substance in your organization. There's no value or substance in your organization. It's just stupid shit. It's just stupid people doing stupid shit. I don't see. Yeah, it's fun. You can have fun. You know what I mean? As a group, okay, we're bad people and we do bad things. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, okay. Locally, that's all right. If it's local, that's all right. But not globally, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, you're not in a position to take care of an entire planet. Go fuck yourself with that nonsense. Local shit, fine. Not global shit. That's not global shit. That's not how you think globally, man. Because, at the end of the day, can you agree, when you start a job, can you agree the spiritual aspect of when you first start your job and you don't know anything, right? We agree that when you get to that other level in your job, it's kind of like a revelation, right? So now you can almost hear the Super Nintendo sound of when you level up. You were level 0, now you're level 1, right? And then you get to the other level, so you can kind of feel that shit, and you feel proud and you feel better. Like, so you're vibrating. You can almost taste the vibration. You can almost feel the vibration, right? As you level up, and you can almost hear it. You can almost hear it, bro. So imagine, think like this. So imagine you feel like that for a regular ass job, for a regular fucking job, right? You feel like that for a regular fucking job. So now you're gonna tell me these guys are gonna evolve, they're gonna level up to global status? with that mentality, bro, I'm telling you, you guys are weird, man. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't, I don't get it. Like I'm lost, bro. I'm no pun intended. I'm just what the fuck, like what the hell, man. So you're gonna give this level up to this guy, this child molesting, sexual assault obsessed hater, the hater of the winner of the player haters ball, hater of the last 20 years of the player haters ball, bro. This motherfucker. These niggas been winning the player haters ball for the last 20 something years, right? Like, you're gonna give responsibility to the entire planet. Locally, man, whatever. That I understand. You know what I mean? I play devil's advocate. I can't put myself in other people's shoes. If it's locally, I understand. We're having fun. We're young. We got money. We're having fun. Nobody can stop us. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Locally, yeah, but that's a local mindset. That's not a global mindset, bro. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you talking about, bro. Because me, when I work at the McDonald's and I start cleaning the floor and then I get the fucking cash register, holy shit. You know what I mean? With the fucking airplanes flying behind fucking American flag. The fucking, the bald eagle, the whole shit. That's how I feel, bro. Like, you're gonna tell me these guys, nah, bro, you fucking tripping, man. Yo, tripping, pardon my language. You tripping, bro. You tripping, bro. Now, anyways, I'm gonna make another video later. I see you guys later. This video is too damn long. Have a good one, man. Peace out.